What's up, folks? Right now we are on our way to the Bullhead City Tourism Board and Chamber of Commerce. They're working on a mural project right now. I am in the middle of an edit, so we're gonna go make up a diagram of the actual wall so that we can make the edit. I am not driving without my seatbelt because that would be illegal. Click it or ticket, am I right? The mural we're editing is going to illustrate the Colorado River from the Hoover Dam all the way down to the Topot Gorge with a lot of different landmarks along the way. We're also going to do an aerial view of Bullhead City and an aerial view of Mojave Valley. I've learned building a mural company over the last few years that a lot of people will have edits done, and to properly price a job, I have to have an edit completely done every square inch so I can give them the proper square footage price. A lot of people will have you come in, get an edit done, last minute pull out.
Hey, yo!
So I've been having a clause where you got to pay for the edit up front before you ever decide if you're going to pull the trigger or not. That's on you. If you want to edit, that needs to be paid for up front ahead of the mural cost, so I'm not putting all those hours in editing for nothing. The city of Bullhead was fine with that. They are going forward with the edit process, which means we do not have a contract in place right now. After they pay for the edit, they can then decide if they want to go forward or not. I'm saying it like that for a reason, and I do believe we're going forward, but right now my only job is getting the edit done, and then after that, it's on them. So we are headed to Old Bullhead, to the sandy shores of the Colorado River, to the tourism board. All right, we're in the tourism board. This is the front lobby. Obviously, they have all kinds of maps and whatnot. This wall here is going to be where the proposed artwork is going to go. So right now, we're just going to get a diagram made, take some pictures of the wall so that we can then superimpose our design over top. As detailed as we're going with everything, I'm thinking we're gonna want to smooth this out a bit so that we can add all those tiny details without it getting in our way too much. Obviously, we paint over stucco and masonry block every day, so it's not in our way too much, but he offered, so I think we're gonna pull the trigger on that. All right, so here's our design. In the middle here, we have from Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam down to Lake Mojave, down into Bullhead, Fort Mojave, Mojave Valley, down into Needles, California, and then the Topot Gorge. Then down here, we have a more zoomed in version of Bullhead City, and then a more zoomed in version of Fort Mojave and Mojave Valley. We got our map key all figured out here, so everything's color coded, and then you can find the corresponding colors on the map. So that's what we're working with. We got everything turned in, so now we're gonna go work on the RV. We're back out here working on the RV, starting to get some things taped off so we can get to painting the interior. This video is a part of a series we're filming, remodeling an old RV to travel around the US painting murals in. So if you want to learn more about that, go check out the other videos in our series. Going around getting light fixtures, mirrors, different stuff taken down, prepping for paint. But don't be mistaken, we are giving the old landlord special.
Old school, machismo motherfuckers, and she would go tell them shit like, shut the fuck up. Like, even they were scared of it. And I observed all this, like how she had taken over from my mother. And then the last night, my mom got buried on Monday, and that ain't nothing to know. You know, sometimes you do a bong hit before church just to calm your nerves.
Well, we got our first coat on all the cabinets and walls. Starting to look a little bit different in here. We're holding off on the ceilings for now, so we're not elbowing wet paint the whole time, but we're getting somewhere. We did get somewhere. We got to tomorrow. Now tomorrow's today. We're gonna keep on painting, see what we can get knocked out, so let's get to it. If you watched our video where we sealed everything up on the exterior, you'll know we had a little bit of water damage that came through from the ceiling and windows. It left us some brown spots that kind of peeked through a little bit. We didn't add any additives to the paint, so they showed through a bit, but after a second coat, they started to cover up a lot more. So I'm pretty confident we can get it covered in the third. So, third time's a charm, baby. Now we just got to worry about getting that backsplash all trimmed out, getting the flooring laid, and then for the ceiling, we're going to go with something a little bit darker to cover up those water stains, probably a dark gray or a black. We haven't really decided yet, but we'll get there. We appreciate you watching, folks. Have a blessed day as always, and don't call the bad guys.
Call good boy.